Hi, welcome to Travel Talk. This is Suzanne from Holiday Travel. Joining us today is Katy Kennedy from the Aruba Department of Tourism. Welcome, Katy.
Thank you. Hey, it's great to be here.
Yeah.
On this Aruba kind of day,
Exactly.
definitely.
Yes, yep, most definitely. So Aruba, Aruba sells itself. It's got the highest repeat visitor. It's one of the safer islands. Tell us a little bit about why Aruba is so special.
Oh my gosh. Well, it truly is wonderful. I mean, like you said, our weather is perfectly ideal.
Yep.
It's a picture perfect day, really almost every day. There are a few raindrops here or there, but we can't really control that.
Yeah.
But pretty much picture perfect. 82 degrees is their average temperature, morning to night. Yes, 365 days a year,
Wow.
which is hard to believe.
Yeah.
And what amazes me is they always say the temperature in Aruba will fluctuate. This is pretty sad up here. 3.4 degrees up or down year round.
Wow.
Isn't that amazing?
It's amazing, yeah.
It really is. And so actually,
So they only have to have one wardrobe.
yes, they do.
Yeah, it's not like us. We have to have, spring, fall, winter, summer.
Right, absolutely. And I mean, we're 18 degrees off the equator, which gives us really our really very wonderful temperatures. Plus, we have the cooling trade winds.
Okay.
Those are always blowing. So
Yep.
because you're so close to the equator, the cooling trade winds are always keeping you cool.
Yeah.
I do remind the ladies, don't take a lot of hairspray, hair products, because the wind is always just blowing. But it's so refreshing and
Yeah.
keeps you really cool.
Yeah.
And we are also, and especially now, we are in hurricane season, but the great part about Aruba is we are located in the southern Caribbean, so we're located outside of the hurricane belt.
Okay.
So not only is it low season
Yep.
with lower rates, but you also we don't get hit by the hurricanes, which
Hurricanes,
is really
yep.
great. So it really and truly is, it's so predictable
Yep.
and so reliable. We have no weathermen in Aruba. There's no place for them in Aruba.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
One less job to worry about.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely,
Yeah.
yes.
Language. Is there a language barrier? What do they speak?
Well, Aruba is a Dutch island,
Okay.
so their official language is Dutch. Their
Yeah.
native language is called Papiamento,
Okay.
which is, in Aruba, there are about 90 different nationalities. So for every one of those nationalities, everyone kind of speaks a little bit different language. So
Right.
it's a conglomeration of everything.
Yep.
So that's called Papiamento. English is very widely spoken,
Okay.
and Spanish as well. So the kids, when they graduate from high school, they actually have to know 4 languages to graduate.
Oh, wow.
So the transitions in Aruba are very, very easy.
Yeah.
Yes.
The currency.
Everything is marked in U.S. dollars,
Okay.
Which is great as well. You don't have to have a calculator out figuring out
Exchange
how
money.
much. Yes. You can even get U.S. dollars out of the ATM machines, which makes it easy.
Oh, wow.
They drive on the right side of the road like we do,
Yeah.
which makes driving easier.
Yeah.
We also have the second largest desalination plant on the island, which is pretty amazing, from an island only 19 miles long by 6 miles wide, which means that they take all the salt water and they purify it.
Okay.
And so the water in Aruba is some of the purest that you'll find. Plus, it's free.
Yeah.
And you won't get sick from drinking
So
the
you
water.
can drink the tap water?
Absolutely. I always tell people, grab your first bottle of water that you purchase, down it, and then throw it under the faucet the rest. So
Yeah.
you save yourself $4 or $5 a bottle of water every
Exactly,
time,
yeah.
and it's very,
Yeah.
very pure.
Yeah.
So the transitions are very, very easy in
Yeah.
Aruba that make it very convenient.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fabulous. How do we get there?
Oh, well, we're very lucky in our Boston location.
Yeah.
So on the eastern seaboard, the Boston area brings the second highest visitors to Aruba, and because of
Just the eastern seaboard of all the United States?
well, New York is number 1
Okay.
out of the United States,
Yep.
yes, and actually, for that matter of fact, the world.
Okay.
And New York is number 1, Boston is number 2, and then Baltimore, Washington, D.C. is the third, as what you just said,
Right.
getting there on air. So we've got U.S. Airways does fly, but they're not nonstop. Our JetBlue flights are
Yeah.
nonstop now,
Yeah.
which is great, 4.5-hour nonstop flight.
Okay.
And we also have, which started last year, were the Mint seats. So
Okay.
the flat lay-down seats,
Yep.
which is nice. So even if you're up late the night before packing, whatever, you have those nice Mint seats. You get there, lay down. You have the top tapas dining, which is really great.
Yeah.
And so that's actually very nice and easy.
Okay.
And you can clear customs and immigration on the island. Not that I'm rushing the vacation,
Right, yeah.
but on the way back
Yeah.
with our airlines, you can clear customs and immigration on the island. So as you come into the U.S. or your point of entry,
Yeah.
you're all set and ready to go. All you do is pick up your bag and go.
home.
So you've
Yeah.
done that already in
Yeah.
Aruba, which is really great.
Great.
And a big time saver
Yeah,
as well.
definitely. So besides JetBlue, anybody else out of the New England market flying nonstop seasonally?
No, actually,
Okay.
no, we don't.
Okay.
JetBlue is but American, United, Delta,
Yeah.
they all fly down.
Okay.
And so there are connections. The good thing in winter, a lot of people, of course, don't want to take a connection and,
Right.
and kind of chance it.
Yeah.
But any other time of the year, it can definitely bring, and as pricing
Yeah.
Aruba packages, that it can really bring the pricing down maybe $200 to $300.
Right.
So if you've got a family of
3 or 4,
yeah,
4 or 5.
it definitely. It's some
Yeah.
nice extra spending money.
Yeah.
And the connections sometimes are only an hour,
Yeah.
and they're usually within the same concourse there from
Right.
gate 34 to 36 or whatever,
Yeah.
something like that. So it's
Yeah.
very, very easy.
Yeah.
Plus, it's pretty economical. But
Yeah.
the JetBlue flights are nice.
Nice.
And plus, you get the free, on the JetBlue, you get the free movies down
Yeah.
when we're over the water.
Yeah.
But when you're not over the water, they give you the free Wi-Fi. So
Yeah.
the kids are always very happy. We got to keep
them
the kids
occupied.
happy.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Aruba's known for its beaches.
Oh.
Tell me a little bit about the beaches.
The beaches in Aruba are truly fantastic. There are two main beaches, the Eagle Beach area and the Palm Beach area. Eagle Beach was voted by TripAdvisor as the second best beaches in the Caribbean and the third in the world.
Oh, wow.
Which is pretty amazing.
It is.
So the resorts are a little bit smaller, more Caribbean
Okay.
style resorts,
Yep.
and they are on a beautiful stretch of this pristine white sand beach. And also, and what's pretty amazing about Aruba is our sand is air conditioned in Aruba
What do you mean by that?
because it's actually coral dust. So the
Okay.
heat does not absorb. The sand is not absorb. The heat is not absorbed in the sand.
Right,
Sorry.
yeah.
And so when you walk on it, being that close and having those temperatures so high, you usually would burn your hand if you would be at the
Yeah.
Cape or whatever. It's like, where are my slippers or flip-flops?
Yeah.
And but in Aruba, it's air-conditioned sand, which is
Oh, wow,
pretty
I never knew
amazing.
that.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
Fabulous.
And so
And it's white sand.
yes, beautiful powder white sand. It's like taking the sugar bowl and just pulling it up and just letting it
Yeah.
drop. It's absolutely beautiful. The beaches really are breathtaking. They are the second best in the world.
Yeah.
And then our Palm Beach area. So we really sell by beach.
Okay.
And the Palm Beach area is more busy, more active. So
Yeah.
somebody that wants a lot of activity, we do have, I think, 13 casinos on the island.
Wow.
And which is great. And a lot of them are up on the Palm Beach area.
American-style casinos, though, too,
Yeah.
right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And so that's always fun. They always have entertainment. Some are open
Yeah.
24 hours. So it's very busy, not only day, but at night as well.
Yeah.
So if your clients want busy and active, motorized water sports, although now because Palm Beach is getting to be so busy, motorized water sports, the jet skis are being brought down along the Eagle Beach area
Okay.
because there's so many people now up on
Yeah.
the Palm Beach area. But they're both beautiful. People will say to me, well, what's the best beach? And there really,
Right,
when
yeah.
people ask you,
Yeah.
and there really isn't any best beach. It's what they want
What you
in a
prefer.
vacation.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So besides beach, what else can we do in Aruba?
Oh my gosh. Anything you want to do in, on, under the water. I mean,
Okay.
truly, because the weather is so picture perfect,
Yeah.
it really is a sunny day pretty much every day of the year. So
Yeah.
the snorkeling is good.
Yeah.
We take them out usually on the boats to snorkeling locations.
Yeah.
We have the Antilla, which is partially above water, so
Okay.
it's great for snorkeling and for diving.
Yeah.
Or we have something called snuba,
Yeah.
which is kind of, they put a float on top of the water and you could go down so many feet. So it's kind of like for a person like me who's afraid to go
Yeah,
way
dig
down.
deep,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, to dig deep, right. And so that's really fun. Beach tennis is a really exciting sport in Aruba. Actually, it was introduced in Aruba, and it's kind of between badminton and all the net sports.
Okay.
It's a short racket,
Yeah.
hard racket with a compressed ball. So you're playing on the beach
Okay.
and with your drink close by, And we now actually have the beach tennis tournaments are held in Aruba. Last year we had over 30 courts on Eagle Beach. It was really amazing.
So it's a court, you're not playing on the sand?
Yes, a court on the sand.
Okay.
Yes.
So does the ball bounce off the sand?
No.
So
you got to keep it in the air.
Okay.
Yeah, and nobody will ever play with me. It's like, somebody play with me, please.
Yeah.
So that's really fun.
Okay.
But any of our water sports, and then at nighttime, the island becomes alive with carnival reenactments, festivals, like I said, the casinos. At the all-inclusives, there's always entertainment going on at all the all-inclusives. But we have on the windward side of the island, because Aruba is formed by a volcano, the windward side is very rough and very rugged. One of the things that I will always suggest if someone's looking for a couple things to do is the Jeep adventure.
Okay.
So much fun.
Yeah.
You must have done one before.
Yeah.
So much fun. You can go individually, you can go with two of you, or I'm usually with a group, so there are 9 of us. And it's really like a roller coaster in the desert.
Yeah.
And you can only get there by Jeep or by horseback. And honestly, I think for me, myself, a Jeep is the mode of transit. The horses, it's like, it's like, okay, hold on there, buddy. But it really is so much fun. And then the other thing that I always suggest is snorkeling. But we've got the party boats, we've got the party buses. I mean, really, the choice is yours. It really and truly is. Yes.
Shopping, fabulous shopping.
Shopping's great. In the downtown Oranjestad area, Oranjestad is the capital. A lot of diamonds, a lot of jewelry, tax-free.
Okay.
So, if you're someone's getting engaged, you want to buy a nice ring, nice jewelry, make a surprise, really nice. But so much is out in the Palm Beach area now as well. And from Oranjestad, where you fly into, to Palm Beach, the great thing about Aruba as well is only about 15 minutes. So everything is very close by, no matter really where you are. And Eagle Beach would be in the middle of that. Yes.
Yeah, good. So kids, we've talked about a lot of water sports, but for younger kids, is there anything for younger kids to do?
Kids, yes, we've got lots of things. We've got a great donkey sanctuary down there, which is really fun. A woman has actually taken, donkeys were the mode of transportation years ago.
Okay.
And so a couple stragglers, and then they just, all of a sudden, she's got, I think, over 100 donkeys.
Oh my goodness, wow.
And you walk in, and it's just so much fun. And you can actually sponsor a donkey.
Okay.
And which is really fun. We have an ostrich farm, which is really fun to go to. We have a butterfly farm. We always say the happiest butterflies in Aruba. I mean, of course, why wouldn't you be living on one happy island in paradise?
The donkeys must be happy too.
They are.
Yeah.
It's my son's actually favorite place to go, really.
Yeah.
And we've got an animal farm there now. But the beaches are just so perfect for them. Building sandcastles or just on the whatever inside the water. The snorkeling is always fun for them. We've got to Palm Island, which is a day in itself. They've got the snorkeling, the banana boat rides. They've got a water park there. So lots of really fun things for the kids to do. Yes.
And you're also known for your aloe. We have some actually aloe lotion here. There's is it a factory or a plant there?
It is. It's a small factory, although they produce a lot.
Okay.
The lotion is phenomenal. We have the pristine, the conditions in Aruba are the most pristine for growing aloe.
Okay.
So it really is a wonderful factory. And they actually show you, they'll do a small tour of maybe 15, 20 minutes. That's all it takes to get through it because it's very small. And they show you, they take the aloe leaves and they'll actually take the knives and they do it by hand, taking the aloe off. And then it is produced from there. But they have, for indigestion problems, I guess, for skin care. They use aloe for everything. Wow. It really is amazing. It's definitely a worthwhile trip. That and actually the desalination plant, when I spoke about the water, you can go through the desalination plant as well, which is kind of neat.
And the aloe, obviously, they can grow it year-round because their temperature doesn't change.
Right, right. And actually, they have a great line of sun care products as well for SPF 20, 30. I always put 50 on when I'm down there because you don't realize with those cooling trade winds how warm it is. But, you could, you need to really lather it on. Yes.
And speaking of the trade winds, don't the divvy trees, don't they all grow one way? Isn't that a tip that if you're lost?
Right. You can always follow the divvy trees back because they'll always point you back to the hotels, which is great. Yes, because of those constant winds. And on the windward side of the island, that's what they have, what they call bocas, which are mouths, which are when the water comes in and the waves are so incessant and crashing against the the rocks
Yeah.
and the coral, and it just carves out these, like our natural pool
Okay,
and our
yeah.
natural bridge.
Yeah.
Which is great to go on the Jeep adventure. They'll
Yeah.
take you up into those areas. Although our natural bridge, our biggest natural bridge had fallen
Right.
quite a few years ago, there are about 8 on that side that
Okay.
are constantly, because of the crashing waves, are
Yeah.
being formed. So it's really neat.
Yeah.
It's hard to get people off of our beaches, though.
It is, yes.
To get
Yeah.
into these areas. But
Yeah.
honestly, it's a beautiful, even
Yeah.
though it's a desert island,
Yeah.
because we don't have the rain.
Right.
We have about 15 inches of rain. It's
Yeah.
an absolutely
Yeah.
beautiful beach, even just taking one day and
Yeah.
going over there. But getting off the beach is tough.
And I find myself, I'll do it tomorrow.
Yes,
I'll do it tomorrow.
right.
And before I know it, I'm leaving tomorrow,
Right.
and I never get off the beach.
That's always my biggest complaint. We can never, almost only complaint, we never stay long enough.
Yeah.
People will say, well, how long should I go for? I said, oh, I don't know, a couple weeks, couple months.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yes, it really is wonderful.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Weddings. I know there's a lot of destination wedding destinations, I guess.
Yes.
Is Aruba one of those destinations?
It's wonderful because the weather, you just don't have to worry about it. So it's picture perfect all the time. It really and truly is. And what is amazing to me is when I speak to the wedding planners, because each resort has their own wedding planners,
Okay.
and then we have independent wedding planners
Yeah.
as well throughout the island.
Yeah.
And they'll say, well, in 11 years of doing destination weddings, they all seem to remember 2 bad, rainy, stormy days
Okay.
in 11 years. I
Wow.
always say, we have 2 bad days in like
A week.
Yeah, in a day.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it is amazing. But
Yeah.
the destination weddings are beautiful. We have one of our really beautiful venue is on Renaissance Island, who has their own private island.
Okay.
And it's they have flamingos actually out on the island.
Oh, wow.
It's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's private because there are only 2 private spaces on Aruba, De Palm Island
Okay.
and Renaissance Island.
Okay.
So, and they would take you over to a boat there. So whether you have a small crowd of maybe 30, the boats will hold 30.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you can have a catamaran. If you have 100 people, they'll
Yeah.
take you over on
Yeah.
your own catamaran, which
Wow.
is really, really neat.
Yeah.
Destination weddings are truly unbelievable, though.
Yeah.
You need to get married first in the civil house,
Okay.
and then you will go to the beach and have your beach blessing. So it's kind of like being here, going to the church, and then going to your reception
Okay.
after. If they don't want to get married down on the island in the civil house, which is absolutely a beautiful newly
Is that
renovated
downtown
building.
or where?
It is. It's
Okay.
downtown. It's a newly renovated building. It's
Okay.
bright green with white. It's just been renovated. It's
Yeah.
beautiful, and it holds about 30. So your
Okay.
witnesses would be there, your
Yeah.
family and friends, and then you can go to the beach. But some people just want to go to the beach and have that. So you can get married first here,
Okay.
whether it's in a church or Justice of the Peace or
Yeah.
whatever's up to you. But
Yeah.
it is a truly wonderful destination for a destination wedding.
Yeah.
Yes, and because we have the flights from all over the country as well,
Yeah.
it's very easy because if you have family and friends from all
Coming
over
in,
the
yeah,
U.S.
exactly.
or Europe, they can all come in very,
Right,
very
yeah.
easily.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can fix them up.
Yeah, we
very
can,
easily.
yes, most definitely. Food. Aruba, I tell people you can eat at a different restaurant how many nights before you run out?
Oh my gosh.
A year? Is there 300 and something restaurants?
Yeah, in across from Palm Beach, we have over 100.
Okay.
In Oranjestad, our capital, we
Yeah.
have over 100. And that's only in those 2 areas. And remember, that whole area from Oranjestad to Palm Beach is maybe 10 miles.
Yeah.
I mean, there are so many restaurants. And because, as we mentioned before, the number of nationalities, 90
Right, yeah.
in Aruba, there truly is a restaurant for every taste and every
Right,
budget
yeah.
and ethnic group.
Yeah.
And it really is wonderful. But the great thing, which I love about Aruba, and especially coming from the cold Northeast, is
Yeah.
we have 20 what we call toes in the sand dining, where you can actually go, your feet are right in the sand
Yeah.
or you're inches from the water, which
Yeah.
is wonderful because we want to eat, live, and sleep and drink
Right, yeah.
there on the water, and
Yeah.
you can truly do that in Aruba. And then we have the dine around also,
yeah.
which is food, no drink. So if you're not a drinker, then you don't. If you're on an all-inclusive, then of
Right.
course your alcohol would be
Right.
included.
Yeah.
So if you don't want the all-inclusive, you want to do the dine around,
Yeah.
the alcohol isn't included, so you're not
Right.
wasting your money there.
Yeah.
And then the concierge levels are also a nice alternative to
Right.
that
Yeah.
because it gives you a little bit of food, a little
Yeah.
bit of drink, and all of our deluxe properties up on Palm Beach, because they're all up on Palm Beach except for the Renaissance in town, and you can pre-purchase that.
Okay.
And so that's it's about 30 restaurants, and it's a 3-course meal with your tax and service included, but no alcohol,
Okay.
which is great for those that aren't drinkers. It's great. And we also have the concierge levels. All of our deluxe properties have concierge levels, so it's a little bit of food, a little bit of drink, which gives you that opportunity still, literally, especially on Palm Beach, you literally go right across the street and there are 100 restaurants. I mean, it's a 5-minute walk. You've got the front door, you've got the beautiful
Beach,
Blue Caribbean, and you walk out the back door and there are 100 restaurants, music, dancing, nightlife, entertainment. So it's really crazy.
So you don't need to rent a car, you can just...
Nope, you don't need to rent a car. I always suggest if they do want to do something, rent a Jeep for the day or two, because and then that way you can go into the outback, and they call it the Kanuku, which is the countryside, and you can go over there and really have a great time. Yes.
Yeah.
But the food is really truly phenomenal, and really, like the resorts, there's truly something for every taste and every budget.
Okay.
We don't have a lot of rooms in Aruba. We only have about 5,200 rooms. So,
which explains why when customers come in and Aruba's sold out, I
Right.
try to explain it to them that you've got 5,000, 5,500 rooms, and there's some hotels on other islands that have 1,000 just in one hotel, and there's 20 of those hotels that have 1,000 rooms.
right.
So and there's not a lot of room to build in Aruba.
No, there isn't. So when you express urgency to your clients, like, okay, yes, and people don't really think that, or maybe, gee, are really people traveling these days?
Exactly,
They are.
Yeah.
In Aruba, our hotels are sold out about 80% of the, we're at an 80% occupancy year round.
Yeah.
We've got some hotels that are at a 99% occupancy year round, which is truly amazing.
Yeah.
But everything about it is just so great. It just works.
Right.
Everything so conveniently and easily with each other.
Yeah, that's fabulous. So speaking of hotels, we have all types. We have small, I don't want to call them ma and pa, but not national brand hotels.
Right, yes.
All the way up to huge
Yes,
properties.
the Ritz and the Barcelo
and the Marriotts
Rias,
and the whatever.
yes, all the
Hyatts.
brand names.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, so really for every taste, every budget, whatever you're looking for, our deluxe properties are up on the Palm Beach area. We do have 3 totally adult properties, which are very enticing to a lot of people. Sorry, kids.
Yeah, exactly.
And,
especially during school vacation for teachers.
Right.
Yeah.
But so and we have one in each area. We have one on Palm Beach, which is the Rio Palace Antilles.
Yeah.
We have one on Eagle Beach, which is the Bakuti Beach.
Yep.
And then we have one in Oranjestad, which is the Renaissance Marina Tower.
Yep.
And then we've got all suites properties. So if you are taking a family, we've got all of the rooms are suites, so which means usually a separate sitting area and sleeping area, which is nice for the kids. So rather than a regular guest room, it gives you that extra space.
Right.
And the small boutique resorts, which some people really love. I almost always call it kind of the old-time Aruba, when back many years ago in the 50s, when about 55, 58, when Aruba came to being with tourism, there weren't many properties.
Right.
And people that have been going, I mean, they go, we have that 65% repeat clientele. I've talked to people that have been there 65 times.
Yeah.
I mean, they just keep going back.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they know everybody. They know that the maid's name is Maria and the bartender's Jose, and he's got 3 kids and he's been married, and they know the whole life history.
And they remember you.
Yeah.
But we're the second most tourism reliant nation in the world. So we really have to be good at it. And they really truly are. But the resorts are the all suites, the all adults. Then we have the EP properties, which means European properties. So if you don't want an all-inclusive, you can go in. So for instance, the Hyatt, the Hilton, and the Marriott. Literally, you walk right across the street, and there are 100 restaurants.
Right. Yeah.
So and then even on the all-inclusive, we find that people, when they go, they still want to make time to go across the street or explore the island because it is so safe and so easy, because we are the safest of the Caribbean destinations. So they can get out and enjoy and really meet the people and learn the culture, which is really fun. Yes.
So there's quite a few different choices of resorts down there. So a family of 5, you got mom, dad, and 3 kids, say a 8, 10, and 12-year-old.
Okay.
Are there properties that will fit 5 to a room?
There are usually, well, it's a little bit tough. That third child is a little bit tough. So the suites would be probably a better option for you at that point.
Okay.
And when you go into a property where they're all suites, they're priced usually a little bit better than when you're in when you're in a property that has a guest room and then you're going into a suite. So the all suites properties are really nice.
Right.
So for a family of 5, and I would always ask, well, gee, first, what are the ages, which you gave me? So you got to keep the kids happy.
Right.
And the Palm Beach area is a little bit more busy, more active. We've got the Holiday Inn up on Palm Beach, which is on a very shady stretch of beach, the shadiest actually on the island, which is great. It's a moderate property. And so right across from the Holiday Inn, you can go, they do have an all-inclusive option, which you can buy into if you'd like, or you can do the no meals. And so also, too, in that area on the Palm Beach is the boardwalk that spans from the Phoenix, which is, there are 2 moderate properties on Palm Beach, and that would be the Phoenix, and then as you go up the island, you would hit the Rio properties, you would hit the Barceló, which is one of our newer properties now, and the Hilton now, and the Hyatt, and then the Holiday Inn, and then past that we have 4 Marriott properties.
Right,
So, but when you said, if you were a consumer and said, well, gee, Suzanne, where would I go?
Right.
What I usually like to say is, okay, do you want busy or quiet? So with the kids, you would probably want busy. And then the second question would be, well, do you want all your meals to be included, or do you want an EP package, which is meals, and then your price point. So the Holiday Inn, if they said to me, well, I'm looking for a moderate property up on a busy or active beach, then I would suggest the Holiday Inn, and then also the Phoenix. The Phoenix are studios, 1 and 2 bedroom suites, which are great as well. So that's a great choice for your kids as well.
Family, and then couples. You talked about the adult-only properties, but there's a lot of other great properties that are couples. Isn't the Hyatt one of the most romantic?
Hyatt is absolutely beautiful, yes, and it's literally right across from the Palm Beach area as well. So if you want a deluxe property for a honeymoon, that's great. The Hyatt does not offer an all-inclusive, only if you're for a group. So the Rio properties are both, the honeymooners love that.
Right.
The Hilton, the new Hilton, which is beautiful as well. And then Bikini Beach is adults only.
Right.
They just put $100,000 into each room.
Each room?
Each room.
$100,000 into one room?
Yes, I know.
Oh my God! And how many rooms? Give or take?
The terrace suite. This was all the terrace suite. Just reopened July 1st. And there are, about 30, 64, maybe 40 rooms. It's absolutely beautiful. It is adults only, and they're on 14 acres of beach. That property, especially because there are only 100 rooms in the whole property, you've really got to book it very early, and they have a lot of repeaters. Next door to it is Manchego Beach, a small little property as well, only 72 rooms on 10 acres of beach. And then Amsterdam Manor Beach Resort, owned by a fellow from Holland. It's just across the street, but great for couples as well. But they're studios, 1 and 2 bedroom suites, and great little property. But you can get a good value for your money because it's literally, I've counted them, it's 45 steps to the beach.
And it's a back road street. It's not like a Route 1 street.
No, I wouldn't do that to anyone. Definitely. And then we actually, there's a small little boutique-style resort called Boardwalk Small Hotel. It's owned by 2 young ladies who were born in Aruba. They moved to Belgium for many years. They came back and they bought this property. It's, I believe, 14 casita type style rooms. It's been written up on TripAdvisor. And then we have a new property called Ocean Z, which is 11 rooms. So if you want the boutique, 11 rooms, our largest resort is actually Holiday Inn, which is 600 rooms. That's the largest that we have.
Wow.
Yes. And then past there are the Marriotts. We've got 6 Marriott properties on the
Okay.
island. Well, we will. There's going to be a Courtyard by Marriott
Yep.
on the property on the island.
Yeah.
We've got the Ocean Club and the Surf Club. We've got the Marriott Full Service Resort,
Yeah.
and we've got the Ritz. The
Wow.
Ritz is our only 5-star resort
Yeah.
on the island right now, and it's actually at the end of Palm Beach. So it's kind of nice. It's a
Yeah.
little bit more quiet and
Yeah.
wonderful for honeymooners as well.
This has been fascinating, and I can't believe 30 minutes that we've sped right by it, and we still got lots to talk about. But it's been
Yes.
fascinating. I appreciate you coming in and explaining to my audience all about Aruba.
It's my pleasure. I love
Yes.
talking about the Happy Island.
Yes, good.
Yes.
I appreciate it. And this is Suzanne. You've been watching Travel Talk, and stay tuned for our next episode. Thank you.